Zaknafein wisely attempts to retreat. Meanwhile, Unsleep's Void Ray's working. Again, poor Schmunkel getting torn left and right. Which way does he take these Hydralisks? Evil takes some troops out, takes them back. Just in case anyone's curious, Unsleep, Zaknafein, and I are on one Skype channel, and Schmunkel, Bdub, and Hrunting are on another Skype channel. As much fun as it is to talk smack at one time, we'd rather coordinate our assaults. So Schmunkel bringing back his troops, guarding his base against any further incursion. Zaknafein does a quick scan to see what kind of defenses are around. May not see those Hydralisks. May see them, may not. Another group of Hydralisks moving around. Doing a quick base check here. More Void Rays coming out. Evil has his Colossus factory moving. He does have Stalkers, and here we have another assault. Excellent coordinated assault. Schmunkel is now supply locked. Hydralisks had to move over to chase away Void Rays. Meanwhile, Hrunting moved in to finish off Zaknafein's current group of Vikings. I say current group because this is Zaknafein. He's always got more. Evil moving out with some Stalkers. Colossi moving out. I'm pretty sure those... yep. Zealots will get snagged there in a half a second. Unsleep moving out. Void Rays. Wisely retreat. That's just a losing battle. At this point, you got to look at the income rate. That's a huge difference. There's a completely untaken mineral patch right here. Somebody should reach up and snag that. But nobody has the resources to do it. Fair size army, but Schmunkel is still supply locked. That's just killer. Schmunkel has moved his troops over here. Unsleep has his Void Rays over here. I'm going to reduce this. Here's interesting. So, Stalkers could get in, but this would be a very, very deadly battle. They would be on the losing side of it, so why take them in? Colossi can't necessarily hit at this moment, but they will. This is how you use a combined Colossi Stalker army. Now that Hrunting's troops are trapped back there, let's let the Colossi do their work. Void Rays moving in from the south. Alright, we crack the doorway and move the troops. At this point, Unsleep is saying, hey, Evil, can you take care of these Hydralisks for me? We don't know that there are more coming from this direction, but we do know there's some there. Bdub has a small force that he might be moving out in this direction. Again, mineral patch unclaimed. Up go the Colossi to do some damage, take out any sort of minerals that might be up there. Hydralisks advance from the south. Colossi take care of that. Flaming Hydralisks. Just for fun, Colossus has 25 kills. This other Colossus, if I can find him, has 17 kills. So I'd say they're well worth their money. Could he have retreated? Sure, but he got an extra 4 kills. Why not? Meanwhile, Stalkers doing their damage over here. Void Rays doing their damage over on the west side. Zaknafein sneaking back around with more Vikings. Just a massive coordinated attack. Evil's troops all but wiped out. Meanwhile, it doesn't matter. Unsleep is doing his damage. Zaknafein has dropped in and is doing his damage. Small troop over here of Bdub's Marines moving out. Void Rays retreat from the Hydralisks. Zaknafein continues dealing his damage. Evil continues to build up forces. Both Schmunkel and Bdub are out of command centers, leaving poor Hrunting as the sole money builder. He's got a fair amount of cash. Not too bad. Zaknafein has too many minerals. He needs to either send some over to Unsleep or spend them on Marines just to get out there. Here comes Schmunkel, hoping to do some good. This would have been a great time for siege mode. It's just unfortunate that he missed. Zaknafein wisely retreats. Unsleep retreats to rebuild his shields, and I believe he has, yes indeed, carriers. Here's a troop of Bdub's forces. Gathering up the forces over here, checking out our income. Bdub and Schmunkel have 0 income. Hrunting is doing the best that he can. But he is just getting it from all sides. There go more Vikings to join the Viking army. Evil stomping around, checking for expansion bases. Glad to see there are none. Evil still mining out over this direction. I did not hear a ping, but it looks like we have a gathering of forces. Hrunting bringing in his troops. We've got more troops. Meanwhile, Zaknafein senses the opening, drops in, and proceeds to wipe out the main base. Having absolutely nothing to lose, Schmunkel, Bdub, and Hrunting move out. Evil moves in. Zaknafein still dealing his damage. Here comes this large force going for an expansion base. A couple of cannons, so the protection, well, there's protection at least. Expansion base destroyed. Income carriers. Carriers are going to get whacked pretty fast. Carriers wisely retreat. In the meantime, there is no base left. Working on Schmunkel's last building. Do we have any additional buildings? No. Schmunkel tries to retreat this one last drone down in the corner. That's the end of that. That is a full, complete kill. And thank you for joining this Evil Strategy session. Actually, I will go back for just 1 second. The armies were good, but one of the keys was getting these expansion sets set up and the original push that occurred in here being fought back. I still believe these cannons here were fairly effective at pushing things out. Just for an interesting point of view, the only part of the base that Schmunkel's team knew about were the 3 cannons up top and the portion where they pushed in here on Unsleep. So, just kind of something to point out. Thanks for joining this Evil Strategy session. I hope you learned something, and until we meet on the field of battle, stay evil.